Hello everyone, my name's FlareBlitzed here, and we have returned back to our wonderful adventures of Prom Dreams. I wonder... okay, yeah, I need to try something else, of course. So what we need to do is put these in order. And they're messing around with this game for a bit of time, so... what we need now... okay, yeah, we get that. So we need to interact with a book then. That one. And then this one will require number 1. And then this one requires number 3. My bad. So, are these angels going to squash me this time? There. That's all the pages in place. What now? There's a slight knock. Or something fell down. There's only one way to find out. What have we still got an apple for? Apple! Something fell on the floor. This. What's this? Another diary? Finally, at least I'm making some damn progress. Let's see what this one has to say. Read the diary. Yes. I'd say that things didn't go much better in school than at home, but that would be an understatement. I was never very popular at any of my schools for obvious reasons. But when I entered high school, I found myself in a wolf's den, crawling with an all-new breed of scum and degenerates. Can you believe that person? Wait. Don't tell me you actually asked to copy her homework. Come on, cut me some slack. Dr. Berry would have killed me if I didn't turn something in. Yeah, well, you should have picked someone else. Everyone knows how much of a snob Dolores is. You're telling me you know what she said when I asked for her worksheet? If you've got time to beg, you've got time to study. Huh, she thinks she's so smart, doesn't she? Well, there is a reason you wanted to copy off of her. Whatever, you know what I mean. It's still pretty big talk for someone like her. I mean, I may be dumb, but at least I'm not stuck in a goddamn wheelchair. That's very harsh. Well, hey, don't you think that's a bit... who cares? She just takes up space for the rest of us anyway. God. Why don't they just put her in a home with it and spare us the trouble? That's horrible. It wasn't just my disability that fueled their... their fire either. They envied my grades. They knew how wealthy my family was. The nail that sticks out gets hammered down, and I just so happened to stick out more than most. Huh? My books? What happened to them? They're all... those kids. Uh-oh, looks like someone trashed your books. Aw, too bad. Can't play teacher's pet when you don't have anything to study with, huh? You. Huh, what you gonna do? Run over us with your chair? Whoops, clumsy me. Don't worry about it. I'm sure she'll be able to buy new ones with all the money she wipes her ass with. Huh, you're implying that she can wipe her own ass? Oh. I would have to say so myself. Secondary school is, or the high school in America's case, is probably the one time in education where people just believe it is nice just to pick on you. In primary school and in college / university, that's not the case, where everyone is actually just sort of mature or too young to actually try and bully. The school called it a problem with peer relationships. Guess they couldn't be bothered to call it what it really was. Bullying. The counsellor tried to help, but I guess there's only so much you could do to make people stop hating your very existence. But the worst part of all wasn't a hatred for bullies, it was a complete indifference from everyone else. The only one. That must feel so lonely. Wait for me! Oh great, you just smashed into me. Oh, can somebody... Please, someone, anyone, help me, help me. It was those days of torture and silence that I learnt to truly understand the meaning of loneliness, the feeling that you really are invisible to everyone. The burden of that feeling crushed me, yet hardly anyone seemed to notice. So to escape it all, I hid within myself. I hoped, I wished, and I dreamed. I dreamt of something I'd only read about in books, something that I wasn't even certain was possible. True love. A fairy tale romance where the prince swept the princess off her feet, where he would rescue her from the dragons that plagued her life. An unconditional love from a boy who would finally accept me for who I really was. Call it childish if you want. Call it trite, sentimental, unrealistic. You can even call it demeaning if you want. But to me it was my hope. My chance at happiness during a time where I had none. It was my precious dream. My one reason to hold on in an empty, hopeless world. Maybe that silhouette is Dolores. Dolores, however you want to call her. I had no idea. I had no idea something like that was going on. That's not something I would wish on anybody. But that can't be the whole story. I know there's more going on. I remember Dolores being withdrawn, but how did she go from that to being a goddamn serial killer? And most of all, where in the hell did she get all this power? She probably got to such a state that unfortunately it came to the point where, I don't know, her anger consumed her. Something small and shiny sits on the bench. This wasn't here before, was it? Take the key. You got the small key. No label or anything. I wonder what it unlocks. It's got to unlock something. But what, however? A small unlabeled key. Yeah, and I'm not going to look at what is underneath there, okay? It's just not going to work. It's just not going to happen. It's just not going to be a thing that will happen. Just live with the fact, but wait, this. Aha! Use the small key on that. Use the small key. The cabinet contains a bottle labelled rodent side. Rat poison. Why would something like that be in... Hold on. I should know better. This place, this world, doesn't play by the same rules. In any case, I should probably take it. Who knows what kind of messed up scenario I need it for. Take the rodent side. Yes. Excellent. Now we can use it to... Wait. Is that a thing? I don't think that's meant to be a thing? Or is it a thing? You can go behind the locker. You can go behind the locker here. Developer, this might be something that needs to be fixed. Or did you put it in there permanently? On purpose? I don't know. But it doesn't seem to be correct to me. No, not load! That would be so drastic if I just did that right there. I just suddenly loaded up the game without saving and have to do all of that again. Right, so these rats. Ugh, these things are still here. Hopefully I got what I need to get rid of them. Okay, so apple. There. The bait is set. You place the apple on the floor. I need to finish up saving the bait first. Now it's been placed on the ground. And now for the poison. Yes. You lace the apple with rodent aside. There we go. They'll probably start swarming the scene at any moment. I better leave before they do. It's been several minutes. Not that I know for sure. Who the hell knows how time works in this place? Guess I'll check to see if they're dead yet. And the apple's disappeared. They're still alive. Oh, you've got to be kidding me! I used rat poison, and then poison me to kill rats. So why the hell aren't they dead? What's even in this stuff anyway? Active ingredients. Bromadiolline. Please note that poisoning takes effect within 2 to 5 days. Dun 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 dun. Well, don't I feel like an idiot now? I can't wait that long to get that key. Heck, I don't even know if time actually flows here. They might never die for all I know. I've got to figure out a way to get rid of these things quickly and permanently. You threw it away. In any case, I won't be needing this anymore. But surely there's something back in the chemistry lab that can help me. Okie dokie then. Let's go back to the chemistry lab and see what we can find from there. But I may grab an apple while I'm at it as well. Poisons and their uses. Many poisons can be used from natural sources such as rhubarb leaves, the English yew tree, and even apple seeds, which contain small amount of that. However, many of the deadliest poisons are man-made, synthesized specifically to kill pests and people alike. For example, bromadiolline, a common ingredient in rat poison, depletes vitamin K in the organism that ingests it, cooling the blood and stop clotting and eventually internal bleeding and death. Bromadiolline may take several days to kill its intended target, however, other synthetic poisons can act much more quickly and far more potently, such as sarin gas, which kills human beings within minutes. Sarin was created in Nazi Germany and has since been used as a chemical weapon in Iraq, Japan, and Syria. The United Nations subsequently classified it as a weapon of mass destruction. So we need sarin gas. Hey, it looks like there's something else in the back here. Take a closer look. Close inspection, a small vial with a label on it. Yes. Serene, as in nerve gas? What the heck? Man, this is even more messed up than I thought. No doubt about it. She obviously wants me to use this for something. But no way in hell am I touching that stuff with my bare hands. Well, you've got safety gear on. Take the vial of Serena. Got the vial of Serena. Phew, that was easier than I thought it'd be. Still, one wrong move and I'm a dead man. Better use this when I need and get rid of it as fast as possible. Fine. A vial containing a highly lethal neurotoxin. Handle with extreme care. Fine, I shall handle it with the utmost care. Remember, FlareBlitzed is not here to blitz anything aflames. We are here to safely No, to safely deliver the cargo to its intended destination, even if it means sacrifices, such as our 3 prom dates. For some odd reason today I've got a lot of enzymes building in my mouth, which makes speaking very difficult at times. Alright, you stubborn little things. If rat poison won't kill you, this sure as hell will. I just need to make sure I don't kill myself in the process. You know, we call it nerve gas, but it looks like the stuff is actually a liquid. You'd have to vaporize it before you could gas anything with it. Instead, I don't have the means to turn this stuff into gas. I'm going to have to figure out another way to disperse it. Maybe if I got them to eat it somehow. Oh, great. Do I need another apple? A question in itself. Oh, yeah, the fridge. Refrigerator is working order. This is where I found all those apples earlier. Take another apple. Yes. We shall take this apple. And we shall use it. Yes, you got another apple. I've already got one apple. I don't need another one right now. Excuse me. So I need the apple. Need the apple for a purpose. Okay. Time for you rats to die. You vermin. You rodents. Okay, so now that I've got the apple. There. The bait is set. You place the apple on the floor. Right. Time to send these plonkers back to hell where they belong. So on. Alright, Kyle. You can do this. Hold your breath and don't screw this up. You lace the apple with Serena. There. It's done. Now to get out of here before the feeding frenzy starts. It seems to have taken an effect. Wait, the hole there though. Maybe we should not be near that crack in the wall. That didn't sound very pleasant. I wonder if it worked. I should probably keep this gear on if I go check. Yes! Okay, I'd have to be nuts to take this off while I'm carrying nerve gas around. Fine. Yes, you rodents should stay down where you belong. They weren't kidding when they said this stuff was deadly. Serves them right, though. I'd feel worse about it if they weren't giant and man-eating. And there's a key over there. In any case, I could finally get that key now. Get the key of freedom. Oh, we go back to number 1. Fine. Oh, it's locked. The door's lock is broken and the handle is permanently stuck. Is that just your excuse for not allowing us to go back there? So I really wanna. The silver key lies on the ground. Take it. The key of doubt. Why is it the key of doubt? The rat is dead. Killed by ingesting toxic Serena. How did we end up here? Phew. Thank God that's over with. Wish I could burn all this stuff just to be safe, but this will have to do. You threw the Serena exposed safety gear in the trash. Let's figure out where this key goes. Figure out where we can put this lovely piece of key. I think I know where. And it involves going to the east side. Let's see what's going to be the last thing we're going to unlock in this wretched place. Or is it? Is it lock? Is it doubt? There we go. Key of doubt. Used the key of doubt in this wretched place. And it's got eerie music. How delightful. The books are too damaged to read though. Some papers lie scattered on the ground. On top of a pile sits an unfinished letter. Mrs. Isabel Ruth. Dear Mrs. Ruth, I am writing to you with great concern regarding the mental and emotional well-being of your niece Dolores. As you may have noticed, she appears to still be struggling with her mother's passing. In addition, she has reported numerous instances of maltreatment by her peers. Myself and her teachers are currently evaluating the situation to determine what we can do to help her with her peers' relations. However, I would also like to invite both you and Dolores to attend family counseling, as I believe she would be best served by a holistic approach that includes her remaining family. Please see the attached referral list for the names and numbers of some qualified colleagues. Dr. Bradshaw. Okay, now it's quite cool in here, so I can close the window now. Not a matter of getting hot, but it's getting stuffy and a bit stuffy. No, I would say stuffy, but it's a bit warm. Dusty pill bottles lie on the shelves. I can't read the letter on there. Alright then, be like that. Just be like that. Just be like that. Okay. You know what? Just be like that. The phone's cord has been cut. It's completely dead. The computer is logged on under the name J. Bradshaw. That's the school's cancerless login. Why did Dr. Bradshaw, of all people? Looks like an audio file's been opened. I have a feeling that she wants me to listen to it. Listen to the recording. Now playing. Roth Dolores Session 4 3 2015.wav. I see, that's quite unfortunate, Miss Ruth. Your mother's been gone for over 2 years now, and you've been under the care of your aunts ever since. Have you ever talked with her about these things? No. And why is that? Auntie, she doesn't care about my problems. She doesn't care about anyone but herself. Whenever I try to tell her something, she just brushes me off, like my issues aren't even worth listening to. She treats me like a child who can't do anything on her own. She wouldn't even tell me what she's doing with Mum's money. Your inheritance, you mean? I think she's spending it all on herself. Fancy clothes, expensive dates, alcohol. And until I can turn 18, there's nothing I can really do about it. I'm not even a real person to her. I'm just a source of income. Yeah, so it does sound quite concerning. She doesn't sound like the kind of responsible guardian a grieving child deserves. So then, what about your schoolmates? Have you gotten along with any of them lately? It's like I don't even exist to them. And whenever I do, it's only because they want to copy my homework. I hate them. They're all so two-faced. Dolores, do you ever think about hurting yourself? Sometimes. And have you ever thought about hurting others? Dr. Bradshaw, look at me. Look at this body, this wheelchair I'm in. I can barely write my own name with these arms. What makes you think I even have the strength to hurt someone else? That's correct, actually. It's not about your ability to harm Dolores. It's about your state of mind. You can be honest with me. Imagine that you did have the physical ability to hurt someone. Would you want to? I don't know. Dr. Bradshaw, you knew, didn't you? You knew she could have done something awful. Why didn't you stop her? Then again, you might have tried. Maybe it was too little. Too late. Too little, too late. Storage, no student's permission. Well, shut up. I'm going in regardless. It's locked, though. Damn it! All this locking and unlocking and this solving. Oh, for goodness sakes. That looks like something good I need to watch. Let's look at everything else, but it's okay, let's just watch it. A TV? What the heck is a TV doing here? Well, it's got to be here for a reason. I should probably take a look at it. Check the TV? Yeah, we shall check the TV for clues. Please stand by. Symbols. 3 of 5. Well, look at that. Isn't that scary? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the St. Giles Life or Death Pop Quiz Special. But hell? Yeah, this is hell. Together, dear audience, we have a very special guest, and I do mean a very, very special guest. Please give a warm round of applause to the Heartbreaker St. Giles, the one, the only, Kyle Mason. Heartbreaker, for goodness sakes. You. It's you, Dolores, isn't it? Hey now, Kyle. Is there any way to talk to your host? Remember, I'm the one who makes rules here. You do well to learn your place. Alright, fine then. What are your rules this time? That's more like it. Now then, the rules of the game are quite simple. I'll ask you 4 questions and you'll answer them. They're very simple questions, really. I'll bet you'll know them all, if you've been paying attention. If you get all 4 questions right, you win a special grand prize. It's a special grand prize called not dying. And if I don't, well, I'll leave you to your imagination, let's just say. You don't want to get them wrong. I figured as much. Let's just get this over with. What a good sport you are, Kyle. Now, let's begin, shall we? Now for our first question. What year did the infamous murder of annihilate take place? Infamous murder of annihilate take place. This is probably in one of the books somewheres. No, let's not look at Google. Let's not look at walkthrough either. I'm going to say the most recent one. Yeah, wrong. Sheesh. So that's what happens. Oh yeah, and when you say they're easy, guess what? I'm going to refer back to another. Okay, I'm just going to say what I want to say after all these noises have stopped. You see, Kyle, I told you didn't want to get me wrong. Of course, being that generous soul that I am, I'll gladly give you another chance. And this time, study harder. Do you hear that? No one else is laughing. Only you. It's 10 o'clock. Okay, it's 2005, right? Let's write this down. Because it's gonna be very, 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 very handy for us. So we got 2005. Let's look for anything else that could be distinguishable. Breaking news today, a homecoming queen found dead in St. Giles Abbey earlier this morning. Any others were multiple stab wounds. Multiple stab wounds. In an alleyway just a few blocks from the school. Authorized by the Kenneth Wheeler. Once I thought that everyone had the chance to find their true love's dream, but now I know there's nothing but wishful thinking. I'm just going to write down nothing but wishful thinking. Wishful thinking. So those are the clues I've put myself out towards. Oh. Okay. I figured as much. Let's just get this over with. What a good sport you are, Kyle. Now let's begin, shall we? For our first question. This happened in 2005. Correct! Correct indeed. Indeed, poor annihilate was slain by her own classmate in the summer of 2005. Now for question 2. What was the name of the boy who killed Annie? I believe that was Kenneth Wheeler. Correct! Kenneth Wheeler did, in fact, kill her and dump her body near the school. 2 out of 4 already, Kyle. Let's just see how long your winning streak lasts. Next question. How did Keith end Annie's life? He stabbed her by the report of multiple stab wounds. Correct! No. According to the autopsy, the cause of death was extinguishation from multiple stab wounds. Now for your final question. This one's your winning ticket, so don't screw up now. What was Keith Wheeler's motive for killing Annie Horowitz? He had caught over another man. His dream was love was never realised. He was just about he couldn't get it up. I did see a brief bit of text in there about love that was never realised. You can also get that from the clue from the girl's toilets, when that girl keeps saying that her love was really nice. Well, her dream of love was never realised. Correct! Guess what? All 4 questions are correct. Are you going to let me live now? Yes, indeed, it was a dream of a fairy tale romance dashed by rejection that caused Kenneth to snap. Gosh, that sure sounds familiar. I wonder why that is, Kyle. Just what the hell are you trying to say? I haven't rejected anybody. I haven't done anything wrong. And even if I did, that wouldn't justify any of this. So cut out with your cryptic rubbish already. Why did you kill everyone? God damn it! Why? You want to know the answer to that, Kyle? Look around you. It's already right there. Every inch of this world was designed to make you see, to make you understand why it had to be this way. Even if you don't get it now, you will. I'll make sure of it. Farewell, Kyle. This won't be the last time we'll meet, I can assure you. Then I'll be ready for you, Dolores. Mark my words. Dolores. Huh? What was that noise just now? I didn't hear any noise. Excuse me. There's a book there. No, a diary, huh? Just how many more of these am I going to have to read, also to find before I get any real answers? Read a diary. I think we should read a diary. What's this diary gonna hurt? You know, the thing that never the thing they never tell you in fairy tales is that not all dreams are sure to come true. As the weeks and months went on, as the so-called best years of my life began coming to a close, I wound up learning the lesson the hard way. It's the same school we went to. Oh, those two. Or some of them. Hee, I can't wait to go to the concert tonight. You're such a gentleman from taking me, Tony. Hey, come on, you're making me blush. Oh, but you're so cute when you blush. I love you, babe. So call me mate. No, Yeah, I love you too. Kiss, kiss. Snuggle, snuggle. Every day I saw another happy couple making eyes at each other. Every time I saw them holding hands. All I could ever think about was how empty my own hand felt, with no one to hold it. Eager to halt the spread of communism to the south, the United States aided their South Vietnamese allies by leading airstrikes and valorgrams. Get your valorgrams. Laurie Nicholas, I presume. Hehe. Looks like someone special was thinking of you today. Here you go. Wow, this is for me? Sure is. Happy Valentine's Day. Aww. Such poison. Oh my gosh, I've never got one of these before. I wonder who it's from. Dolores, is something wrong? Hey, don't get yourself down like that. Who knows, maybe you get something next year. Maybe. It was the worst kind of jealousy. The kind that weighs heavy on your hearts no matter what you do. A jealousy that no amount of hoping, praying or encouragement could get rid of. Auntie? And that's when I told the Lowers to take a long walk off on short pier. The nerve of him talking to me that way. I swear, there's been simply no good men to come my way since your dear uncle passed away. Always after our money and nothing else. You're the one to talk. Just consider yourself lucky that you'll never have to deal with this sort of thing. Trust me, you'll be better far off. Or far better off. What? And just what exactly are you implying, Auntie? Well, that is... Now, Dolores, dear, you know that isn't what I'm not stupid, you know. I know what you meant. You don't think I'll ever find anyone because of my... Oh my goodness, I forgot about the cake. Totally invisible. Such savages. Oh, is it because you're... Oh, is it because of Dolores crying? Or is it because of that woman's cake? But it wasn't just jealousy that was wreaking havoc inside me. There was also anger, hopelessness, disgust at myself. The way I was born. Deep down, I knew Auntie was right. No one could ever want someone like me. No one could ever love someone like me. Love stories were only written for the beautiful, the desirable. Desirable doesn't have an E in it, as I last recalled, but don't quote me on that. They weren't written for people like me. My dream of love, in hindsight, it was nothing more than a delusion of my part. I wanted nothing more than to resign myself to this fact, to stop belonging in a heartache right then. Until that girl came to me and changed everything. Which girl? Was it Claire? That girl? Who was she talking about? Claire. No good. It's sealed shut just like all the others. Guess I'll have to keep searching if I want to find out. Keep searching to find the truth. I was about to call the episode a quits there, but let's go and search some more. Well, this storage room certainly seems great. Student records are too worn out to read in detail. Okay. The file cabinet is locked. What look like old report cards where there were too damaged to read clearly. What look like old report cards were too damaged to read clearly. Accounting stuff, nothing useful. I wonder if one of these, well, when one of these zaps suddenly come back to life. I wonder when the room lights up again. There's something scary that's just going to pop out in the middle of nowhere. Was it my phone that just went off? I don't know. Wait. Top of a warm file folder lies a long rope. Wish I'd take the long rope. You got a rope. This will definitely come in handy sooner or later. I ought to. Damn, looks like the light's busted. And in a place like this, that can't be a good sign. Well, that's just great. What a terrifying thing to come across. Oh God, oh my God. It can't be. Serena? No way in hell that could be her. Serena's dead. She's dead, I have to get the hell out of here. Do you want to save your progress? I do. Okay, so what clues are you going to give to me, game? Dolores, what clues are you going to give to me? Okay, maybe I need to use the long rope to climb over something, get on top of something. I'm sure that she can't get to me. What clues have you got on me this time? What's the matter, Carl? Aren't you glad to see your dear, sweet Serena again? Such a touching reunion. It almost brings a tear to my eye. Although it looks like darling Serena isn't quite as happy to see you after what you did to her. My suggestion? Run. Tread carefully, and whatever you do, don't let her follow you. Unless of course you'd like to join her in hell. You're telling me to run. There we go. What do you mean don't let her follow me? Great. Oh hell. You get away from me! Leave me alone. Okay, so I got the first part of the clue right, but not the second. I need some way to... Ah, the rope! Maybe I can use the rope on the door so that she can't actually get back out. Okay... Ah, you really thought you were safe, didn't you? You know that hell heath no fury like a woman scorned. Do you really think that doors would keep your beloved Serena away from you? The only way you get rid of her is by locking her up and throwing away the key. Now the question is, will you have your guts to leave her behind? Again. Yeah, but there's no key. Unless the rope is used as the key. There's going to be something else in there which I needed to get beforehand. So we're going to come back to the stage, folks, after we can do that. So take care of yourselves, guys, and we shall see each other on the next time of quote-unquote Prom Dreams. Yeah, it's called Prom Dreams. But it doesn't feel like a dream at all, or a prom. Just a school of nightmares. Have a wonderful day and take care of yourselves.